guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ogechi here. Welcome to Talkinsen. So for this video, honestly, we're shooting this on a phone as I can't be bothered to be putting on camera and whatnot. Listen, let's do this video. So for this video, I actually want to talk on this topic of privilege. Pretty to who? In whose sight? Okay, let's be honest here. Everyone has their look they are created with. Some of us are created in a way that maybe pleases the eyes of others, whilst others are created in a way that pleases the eyes of few. But one of the things that you must realize that is there's always someone there for you. And there is always someone that will always find you attractive. There is a video that I watched that is actually, I think, whether they are Korean or Chinese, but it's one of those Asian areas anyways. And in this video, if I can find it, I'll insert it. It was little children choosing their own partners. There was one particular guy that most girls went to try and choose, and he kept saying no. He had his eye on a particular girl, and the girl already knew it was her. When it came for her choosing, she did not go to any of that boy. She went straight to the boy that was waiting for her. What that video really helped me to know that is that there is someone always there for you. And that means someone always there for you doesn't mean in an intimate way. Neither does it mean in a relationship way. But it's a case of there is always someone that will be for you. For you means someone that will always like you. Someone that will always stand for you. Someone that will always be there for you. So what are you there worrying about? For the guy that said no to you? For the one that, someone that told you that you were ugly when you were back in primary school? My dear, check yourself out now. Would you still call yourself ugly? So what am I trying to say here? Beauty has different stages. Beauty comes with different transformations. Our lives transform, and as our life transforms in different stage in life, so does our look transform. The way I look now is not the way I looked back in the day. I'm sorry. Whilst I never really considered myself in a negative way or from an ugly spectrum, and no one has ever actually had to do that, I still never put myself in a pedestal that put me up like to a stage of comparing myself or my looks against others. And one of the reasons why I personally did not have that is because I did not grow up as that. There was a time it was like people start saying things to me. For example, telling me that I was good looking. I mean, that was mostly from guys anyways, but always telling me that I was good looking, I was pretty, I was beautiful. And this was when I was still in primary school, don't get me wrong. And it hasn't stopped till now either. But what I'm trying to get to is that at that time, I think at a point it started getting to me a little bit. It may have, because I went and told my mom what people have been saying and asked her the question. She confirmed it, but the way she confirmed it wasn't a case of, oh yeah, the most beautiful girl ever. She said, yes, you are good looking, but all my children are. Period. That's it. That means full stop. So basically, with that in mind, it gave me the reassurance that, listen, whilst other people admire you, it is great to be admired. But that doesn't mean that you need to be putting yourself in a pedestal. Neither does it mean that you have to be putting yourself in comparison to others. Therefore, I never compare myself to others. And listen, I am so into myself, I don't care for other people in terms of their looks. Okay? When did I even start looking at someone and start saying, oh, this person is beautiful? I think it was when I was in university. That's how long it became that I actually started learning to compare myself to others. Okay? I never did. I never had to. Because I didn't grow up in an environment where people were picking up on looks. It was actually in secondary school that people were trying to like do those things. I remember they used to do these things. You know, like how I have all back hair now. They used to tell you, like literally, they used to come and go to different girls and then pull their hair back to see if they will be good looking if they start making their hair and have all back. And I was like, I didn't understand it. I mean, I passed the test. Don't get me wrong, but I think one of the things I actually wanted to speak about is one of the videos that I have been seeing on pretty privilege, and that was created by Stephco. Steph is very good at analyzing her own life, okay, and finding out how this can help explain the experiences that she has had and why other people can benefit, how other people can benefit from that analysis. I'll put her link below. I think it's titled "I Don't Have Privilege and It Sucks." I listened to that video. The first time I listened to it, honestly, like many people, I thought it was quite sad. Sad in what way? Sad in that I'm like, how can someone really stay analyzing her life in that way? It was sad. I still find it very sad. Sad, not necessarily I'm sad for her. And I don't think she's sad for herself. No, she is being aware. And it's good to be self-aware of how you are perceived and how you perceive yourself. So sad, not because I was sad for her, but sad in that I just felt like it was kind of a bit Debbie Downer. But actually helps me to learn a lot on how we perceive ourselves, because it's not every time that you feel like you're good looking. Okay, it's not every time. For example, I've added weight, and when I've added weight, I just felt like, oh my gosh, my face is becoming more round, and I like that actually. Don't get me wrong, I like it a little bit, maybe not too round. But it's what we're saying is beauty have various phases. But in her situation, where the way she analyzed herself, one of the things I actually thought, one of the reasons why I thought it was quite sad, because she was trying to compare herself to places where she can't compete. So as a young girl growing up, you should not be comparing yourself in places. If you want to be actually found beautiful, don't compare yourself in places where you can't compete. Well, why do I say that? She was, in her examples, she was referring to her friends who were of fair skin. Fair skin because they were born fair skin. They didn't bleach to have fair skin. And she mentioned how they came in and guys will look at them, and she spoke of other things, and the people that she was comparing herself, honestly, if we listen very carefully, are not people of her complexion. She never compared herself with dark complexion. She's of a dark skin. She didn't compare herself to most black people, because she basically that she was comparing herself with were of light skin. They were of a different race. My dear, let me give you a little story. One of the things that you need to realize although I don't like the word using black, when I really listen, one day I was like this black thing. Okay, let me not speak my mind about the whole black terminology. But anyways, let's take it as black, because as the government says black. I don't even know what I'm meant to be looking at, but I think it's here. So let's talk about, hold on. It must be around here. Anyways, let's talk about the essence of being black. Being black means that you have a different complexion. It means that you are created in a certain way. It means that the things that are admired in other race may not be things that are admired in your race. Let me give you an example. When you go to Africa, people that have full figure doesn't, I'm not looking at people that are, what do you call it? I wouldn't want to use the F word. What would you call it? Big. Let's say people that are big. I'm talking about people that, I mean, if you look at Nollywood movies now, you will see them. They are everywhere, every shape, every size, every female of different kinds are accepted how they are. Although there is an issue with skin color, skin preference. But one of the key things I wanted to point out there is that she was busy comparing herself to places that she can't compete. You can't compete with a mixed race, not because they are mixed race. Yes, because they are mixed race. They are of different gene. They have two different genes in them. They have two different race. Okay? You can't compare with a white person. They have different race altogether. They have different gene altogether. Neither can you compare with a Spanish person. Neither can you compare with a Hispanic. No, sorry, not Hispanic. A Mexican. You can't. Okay? You can't compare yourself with any of those people. So one of the things that you need to do is learn to compare yourself where you can compete. Anyways, so you need to be aware of those things. Do not compare where you can't compete, and stop comparing yourself to other girls. What you want them, accept where you are. Beauty have different spectrum. Okay, there is pretty, there is beautiful, there is okay, there is I'm fine. Why not we just accept ourselves for what we are? Okay, all of us have our own spectrum of beauty, and beauty is in the eyes of beholder to a great extent. Yes, there is something that is acceptable by everyone else, but there are some people that you think, oh, they are not so good looking, but for the person that married them, they are the hottest thing that is on earth, and that's what matters. So what am I saying? There is different spectrum to beauty. The same way there is different rays of light. Okay, so find the one that you belong, accept it, and make it work. Make use of what it is. Make it work for you.